playing video games ever since I was 6 years old. It started with games like Crash Bandicoot, Tekken 4, Tomb Raider, and then it moved on to Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Life is Strange, Baldur's Gate, and all these other games where I get to explore different worlds. These games are not just games, they're experiences, lessons, and adventures that I think back to. As a female gamer, what I want is to have more female representation through actually having playable female characters in my video games. Gamerant has found that out of the 150 most popular video games produced between 1985 and 2022, only 6% of them had a main female protagonist. The Entertainment Software Association has reported that 48% of people who play video games identify as a woman. And yet, video game studios mostly only cater towards male gamers by having male protagonists in the majority of their games. Ubisoft, who created and produced the Far Cry and Assassin's Creed franchise, has made a statement about their lack of female protagonists in their video games, making the absolutely ridiculous excuse that it takes 8,000 more animations to create a female character than it does a male character. And even if that were true, they could at least try to cater towards the 46% of female gamers out there. I will be talking about the video games that have kind of defined the expectations for me of having a main female protagonist being treated exactly as a main male protagonist would be, with the same capabilities and with the same kind of detailed and intricate storyline applied to their character. Let's go right ahead. The first game that I'll be talking about and basically recommending is called Life is Strange. This game is about a young woman named Max Caulfield who suddenly gains the ability to rewind time and save her town. It introduces a character who's flawed, yet I feel a connection to her because I had to make the choices within the game, which ultimately determined how the game ended. I believe this is one of the most beautifully made games that I have played, and that has an unbelievably intricate storyline and background for this character.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado.
The next game that I'll recommend is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It is one of the very few games Ubisoft produced that contains a powerful female protagonist. It introduces two main characters who are brother and sister, and players can play as both of them at different points in the game. Evie Frye specifically is the more strategic and stealthy assassin, with her own strengths as well as abilities in combat. This is an example of a game that dedicates itself to telling a story, making it an immersive and exhilarating experience for both male and female gamers.
The key to the walls is one must lead with one's right foot.
The third and the final game that I will recommend is Baldur's Gate 3. It allows for the complete exploration of different characters through the many options for origin characters, as well as character customization. I was able to customize a female high elf that is a sorceress, and I can choose all of my dialogue within the game, as well as who I want to befriend and romance.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
My hope for the future is that there will be more stories written and produced by women for women with female characters for video games, and that gaming studios can recognize that they can make a game like Baldur's Gate 3 where you can have the option to play as one of the three main female characters or three of the main male characters, or have a completely customizable character. This way they can make more revenue by catering to literally everyone. Thank you for watching my video about female representation in video games. In the end, I will include all the honorable mentions of video games that also contain a main female protagonist.